Hi friends, welcome to another week in Kids Town.
Our pastors are starting a new series looking at parables, so we are going to follow along and learn about what Jesus said and what he meant.
All right. Before we get into that, why don't we kick things off with some Simon Says to get our brains going and our bodies moving?
Good idea.
All right, so Simon says arms up. Simon says balance on one foot. Clap your hands. Oh gosh, I didn't say Simon says. All right, Simon says eyes closed. Simon says flex your muscles. Simon says gives a thumbs up. Simon says jump up and down. Kick your legs. Oh, I gotcha.
Got me.
That was tricky one. Okay, let's keep going. Simon says lift your shoulders up. Simon says march over and flop. Simon says nod your head. Open your mouth wide.
Got me. Simon didn't say to do that.
I'm tricky today. Okay, let's keep going. Simon says pat your belly. Simon says run in place. Simon says stomp your feet. Simon says touch your toes. And Simon says, let's get ready to sing. Hello friends, today we're talking about the parable of the vineyard. So I've got some Lego from home and I brought Nolan as an extra pair of hands and we're going to tell you the story. This is the landowner, okay? God's kingdom is like this guy. He owns some land. One morning he went out very early, like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he went to the town square because that's where people hung out that needed a job. Come on over here. And he said, hey, do you guys want to come and work in my vineyard? I will pay you 20 joy bucks for the day.
Sure. I'd love it. It sounds fair.
That sounds fair. All right. So they headed over and worked in the vineyard. And then at 9 o'clock, this man went back because he knew he needed more workers, and he went to check if there was more workers there. Hey guys, do you want to work in my vineyard today? I'll pay you what's fair.
Yeah, sure.
All righty. So they went off to the vineyard too. He did the same thing at noon. Hey guys, want to work?
Sure.
All righty, over that way. And then he went again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey guys, do you want to work in my vineyard?
Sure, I already have 1,000, but sounds good.
He ended up with some money already. Okay, and then at 5 o'clock, the workday ended at 6, but at 5 o'clock he thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go swing by and see if anybody else needs work. So he went back, and sure enough, well, there's a couple more people. Hey guys, how come you're not working? No one's asked you yet?
I've been web slinging all the day, but...
All right,
Yeah,
we're ad-libbing.
sure.
That's not really in the Bible. There we go. Spider-Man and Groot are joining the vineyard workers. All right, at the end of the day, the owner of the field said to the boss of all the workers, this guy's pretending to be both, call the workers and pay them all. Start by paying the last people I hired, then pay them all, ending with the ones I hired first. All right, here's 20 joy bucks for you and 20 joy bucks for you.
Oh, that's a lot.
There you go. There's 20 joy bucks for you.
20 Jory bucks? But the people who worked for 1 hour got 20 Jory bucks.
Friend, I am being fair with you. You agreed to work for 20 joy bucks, right? See, right?
Guess so.
So you take your pay and go. If I want to be generous and give the man who was hired last the same pay I give you, what is that to you? I can do what I want with my own money. Why would you be jealous? Because I am generous. And then the parable ends. Those who are last now will be first in the future, and those who are first now will be last in the future. This parable starts off by saying, for the kingdom of heaven is like. A lot of the parables do. Jesus is telling stories to teach us what God is like and what our lives should be like when we choose to trust in God.
So God has a different way of thinking about winning and losing. He doesn't let people into heaven who have worked their way there or worked hard enough. There's no way that we can earn our way or work hard enough to get him to love us.
That's right. He loves us all. He created us all, and he wants us all to win. He wants us all to be with him. The only way that any of us can make it to heaven, to be with him forever, is by his grace. You know what? And he gives that generously to all of us. Those that have loved him and served him right from when we were little babies, to the people who only find him at the end of their life after they've lived a whole life of making wrong choices.
Grace is not fair. We don't get what we deserve, and we do get what we don't deserve. And you know, that works out really well for us because we deserve to pay for our own sins.
That's right. So when you first read the parable, it seems like it's about money and fairness, but really, it's all about God's love. The parable is about God loving us all the same amount and all the time. We can't work harder or longer to get more of God's love. And we can't lose God's love either. God loves us freely and without conditions.
Sounds like the best thing we can do is just be grateful for God's love.
Let's talk about how God sees people. So all the people that the landowner hired, they won, didn't they?
They did. They all got hired, and they all made money to feed their families. Some got a lot for the work that they did, but some got what they expected. And even those ones got a good amount, right?
Yeah, they had agreed to that right up front.
Yeah.
That's fair. So we're going to learn a verse and do a craft to help us remember that in God's eyes, we all win.
First, the verse, Matthew 20:16. It's at the end of this parable, and it says, so the last will be first, and the first will be last.
All right, so I want you to hold up your hands. These are the people that helped out in the vineyard, okay? This is the first, and this is the last. So the verse says, so the last shall be first, and the first shall be last.
That's
You
really
get that?
cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Should
All
we
right.
practice it a couple times?
Yeah, we
Okay.
should.
Ready?
Yeah, let's start with Matthew 20:16.
Yes. Matthew 20:16. So the last shall be first, and the first shall be last.
Will be, shall be. You understand the
Yes.
point.
I
Again?
think one more time because I messed up a little bit.
Oh, you didn't mess up. That's good.
Okay,
You
ready?
got the finger wiggle. We're all good.
Matthew 20:16. So
And the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. You know what? They didn't get what they expected, but they all won. God's kingdom doesn't work like ours.
Here's a craft to go with that idea. You're going to make yourself a trophy.
Right. You're going to need to start with a base, maybe a plastic cup or a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll. I found a block of wood and a water bottle, so we're going to use those.
Yes. Then raid your craft supplies. Decorate your trophy however you'd like, maybe with some ribbon or some streamers and maybe some pipe cleaners or some paint.
Yep, I've got some pom-poms here. I think I'm going to glue on the top of mine. So put this on display in your room when you're done, and maybe it will be a reminder to you that things work differently in God's kingdom. In his eyes, you win. Maybe that reminder will help you when things aren't going your way or when life doesn't seem fair.
Yeah. Have fun creating and be sure to send us a picture of your trophy.
We've got another thing to make. And this time we're going to make something that's going to help us remember to be grateful for what we have rather than getting upset that things aren't fair.
Yes. So the people that worked all day on the vineyard all got grumpy because they didn't think that it was fair that the people who only worked for 1 hour got the same amount of money that they did. But they would have been much happier if they would just be thankful and pleased with the money that they earned.
That's right. Okay, so have you heard the expression, the grass is always greener on the other side? That means that it often looks better over there, what somebody else has. But you know what the truth is? The truth is that the grass is always greener where you water it, where you focus your attention.
Mm-hmm. So we'll need a couple of pieces of paper for this. Construction paper is great, or just regular paper is fine too. So cut one strip, and that will be your grass, and then you're going to glue it to the middle of the page. So Miss Carolyn's making it look like grass.
I'm making it like grass. Okay, so once you've got it glued down here, for the rest of the activity, you're going to draw or write or cut pictures out of magazines if you want, if you have some around the house. And on the side closest to you, I want you to put pictures of things that you have. So your house, your pets, your brothers and sisters, your family. Maybe you've got a pair of shoes that you really like. Stuff that you have, your bike maybe. Stuff that you have will go on the side closest to you.
Yeah, and then on the other side, we want you to put things that you wish that you would have someday. So maybe there's things that your friends have that maybe you'd like to have one day, or maybe you wish you had that cool video game or a pool or that team jersey.
Yeah. So those things are not bad things to want. The problem comes when you start to get jealous and think that it's not fair that they have it and I don't.
We need to decide to focus on the things we do have and be grateful for them instead of focusing on things that we wish we had.
It's time to say goodbye for another week. Be sure to email us, me, at carolyn@reginaapp.com and let us know you watched and also send pictures of all the activities that you did today.
Yes. May you have a wonderful week being grateful for what you have.
May you have an amazing week knowing that God's kingdom is different from the world we live in. And in his eyes, we all win.
See you next time.
Bye.